Hi, welcome back to a new tutorial to build a train. We start. We see here at the front this thing there. So we add a circle, vertices 32, grab them, position them, rotate X 90, scale down. We delete the top part. Then we have that. So we need here more words. So we mark them all and subdivide one time, so we have the double word count. Then we scale set, such like that. Then we take proportional connected, then grab set. Now you can roll the middle mouse button to get more or less influted by moving. Bring it to such like that. Good. Then we mark all and extrude to the Y, but we must disable proportional. So then we scale them down and bring them more to the set. So we get the leaning effect. Then we take this whole thing and set the origin to the geometry, rotate X minus 90 degrees. So we look from the front to that thing. And when we look here, we see that that is straight. So that need to scale in the X. So we get straight look from the front, but from the side you see that's leaning on. Then we have that thing that must be straight too. So we mark both last words there. Get proportioning connected and grab in Y to a straight line. So we got that. Now we need here a down loop and a top loop. Then we need to open up here in the middle. So we mark that 3, 3 or 4. I think 4 is okay. Yeah, it's open. Good. Then we take out there each second face there. X only faces, so he let the rest stand. And so make it on the other side too. X only faces, and we got that here. Now you can handle that for controlling that all, but it has no thickness, so we need here a solidify, and you see now that it's thicker, and you can tweak that here. Okay, then we can take a smooth on it or not, like you would. I will take none because it's a sharp thing, so we can bring that back to the side. Good. File, save. Then we see here on the side is a long board, so we make that, add mesh cube, scale down in the set, scale set, more, yeah, scale X, and scale in the Y. Good. We have that. Grabbing, bring it by the side. Good. Next, what we see is this ladder. When we see it from here, um, we have to do them now. We take this side wheel here and we add mesh a plane, rotate X 90, scale down, scale X. We make it first in straight direction. It's easier to do and then later turn that to that position there. So we scale X a little bit more. And you see there are holes in. We see it better on the other side here. Here you see these holes that we must cut in. So that needs 2 of them. So we scale X a little bit more. Then we add mesh circle, rotate X 90, scale down, bring that in front and the circle also. Now we scale to the size for the hole that we want to have. I think that is good. Then we go edit mode, disable proportional, and delete the down part. Then Shift D to duplicate, rotate X 90 degrees, rotate X 180 degrees, and we connect this with F and this with F, and maybe it can be a little bit longer, so we make them a little longer. Good. Then we get the second one later. We make first that. Be sure that you are in front of the object we want to cut. So at first we take the main object, then the second object, then we go in edit mode, A to select all, and then knife project. So we cut it in there, a nice hole. We must do it again, I think. Good. So we do it again. First mark this, then mark that. Mark all with a project knife. Okay. I must check it. Moment. Ah, okay. Yeah. The problem was you must first select the cut hole and then the rest. So here we can X the only faces. Then we position the next one that is there, and can go a little bit deeper so that it can be 4 at all. So we are here. I'll first mark this thing, then the other thing, and now edit mode, select all, and knife project. Now we can say X only faces, and it's open. Good. We done that. Now we can move that here to the third layer. That here we take and edit mode, extrude in the Y to get a thickness there. We make a copy, Shift D, and now we rotate that to the point that we have there. And then we have to do one. We have to do that on the plane point. So we bring them with background selection, surely. So bring them to a place where that is straight line. Yeah, and we need to have the same distance here. That's important. Same we did with that here. Bring them to a straight line. And look that the distance is the same. Good. So we done that. We need from them two. So we can make Shift D to duplicate and bring them to that point. That here we can move to the third layer. When we now look at this ladder again, you will see there are 1, 2, 3 panels with a panel on with screws on it. So we get here a cube again, and scale them in the set, and a little in the Y. You see this outcoming parts here, so that we need 2 loops to the side and 2 to the length. Then we got that. Now we can take the faces here and extrude them out. So we got that things for the screws there. Okay, think we can make that a little smaller all in all, but I will let it. Good. So we need to make there the screw heads on it. So we add here group instance screw head. Here we have them. We need them inside at the wall, so rotate set 90, scale down, and bring it to the inside. Yes, bring down the axis. Shift D to duplicate, bring them to this side. Mark them both. Shift D duplicate and bring them to the other side. Good. Now we parent them to the object. Mark that, Control P to object. Mark that, Control P to object. Now parented to that thing and it's 1. So we must set them between our ladder. So grabbing, rotate, set 90, go top view, bring them near to the material, that near to the other side. Then we need 3 of them, so Shift D, oh, not that one, Shift D to that one, and once again to the other one. We need this screw heads here, but the parent we don't need here to that object, we need it to the other object, so Alt P to clear the parent, and then we can jump through them. and bring it to the point where we want to have them. Grabbing jump to and bring it into the material. Rotate set 90 and bring them into Shift D to duplicate. Mark both, Shift D and bring them to the other, and Shift D to bring it to the down part, and Shift D to bring it to the other object. Good, now we parent them. With them too. So we have that done. Now we must look that we bring that reel in the middle. The first must be here, so we can take set, then you see better. Grabbing, positioning, then you get the next one, grabbing, positioning, and the last one, grabbing, positioning. That was it. We have our ladder done, but you see here isn't beveled, so we have to do that. So we mark these inner parts and give them a smooth face, and then we need to make their two loops in for the shading. So we make it here and there. Then we can delete that here and Shift D, duplicate and bring them there to the side. Good. So we can mark them both and join them together as one. And then I try to join that too. Yeah, let's have a function that is good. So we join that together. But then we have the problems with the we parent that better. That for me is the best, I think. Yeah, we parent that to them. Control P, object, and here the same to that one, to object. So we have that here. There's our ladder. We bring them to the side. File, save. So what we see there next, when you look from the top, you see that around these cylinders are big stuff there, but this is bended with the roundness of this great cylinder. So there are two possibilities to do something like that. The first is to make it with a shrink modifier to shrink it on the great one, but then you need much words, or you can cut it and then extrude it out. I will make it with cutting. So we go top view, where we have our big cylinder here. Okay, so we get them plus this cylinders here to the side. We look from the side and bring them all to the middle point. We see that here we must retweak under. We can look from top too. So we see it here and that one a little bit there, there, and there. These two guys we need to bring over the round thing there that is here. Now we need this things to cut off. That means we get here a copy of our big thing, Shift D cylinder, bring it to the side. When something goes wrong, we have one to get it again. So we go to that here, and with that here, we'll make a copy from one loop, Shift D, then P to separate selection. Now we have only a ring, and then we scale a little. That we look from the top, that we get there that place around that we want to take out later. So now we mark the whole thing and then edit mode, select all, and then we cut in this object. So now we can get them away and we see we have it here, and now we can extrude them out and then we have the correct one. You see what happens here, that is a shading failure because that round thing can't be shaded. So then we have two possibilities to change that. We can click this thing and make E to extrude, then it's gone. That is the simplest way. I will do it like this. Good. We can tweak them a little more to the middle and this one too. Good. So we done that. That is good. Then we move that here to another layer. And we have to do the same with that here. So we mark here one loop, Shift D, P, selection, separating, click them and make them a little bit greater. And then we bring them more into, because here is something where we don't want to cut in. So that is enough, I think. So first mark that, then the whole thing, then edit modes or to select all and knife projection. Good. We have done that. He don't cut it as exactly. You see it here that we have there a problem. That is because we laid here another plane over it. So for that to cut, we need to do it manually. So we move that here to the third layer. Then we go here with a knife and cut it manually too. Or we make it simple, like every time, and grab our inputted things there. Oh, must think about that. I will make it with a knife, but it don't want to. Okay, that is a problem I never had before. So we go back to the point where we had here the shading error. I think that was the point. Yeah, we have there a shading error. Okay, good. And now we try that again with that here. So we grab this here, Shift D, P, separate, get the ring. Okay, scale a little bit up, bring them down to That is too much, so make it smaller and bring it up to, that is important, but near to. So have that. Look from top, then mark both, and then we knife project. Now we have it. Good. So now we can extrude them up, and that's done. This other thing here, we can now move to the third layer too. We now have that here. And now these shading arrows. This plane is a plane, so we give them here a flat shading, and the same with this top faces there, the flat shading. Um, the best way is to get them here and make a copy of them so we don't hurt this real object because we have two from them. So we will make that later, but now we go on at first. So we mark there the down loop, Shift D, P to separate selection, then get them greater, get them higher, good. And on this thing, we have that problem that I will show you that it has here another format like the other one. So we have to change their sum now, and that means we go in here and delete these two edges there. So delete them. We have that. Then we go to this selection, and then we must look again how that starts there from. Oh, there is no roundness. They go straight there. Okay. So we delete the roundness there, and then we have good. So that means we delete all this stuff here. Okay, X. Then we extrude them both to the Y and scale it to the X. So we got that thing and close with F. Same we make on the other side. So extrude, close with F, scale and X. So we got that. That we now cut in there. So we're near on it. Top view. Mark first that thing, then the other. Now edit mode, mark all, tools, knife project. We have it. When we now extrude it, we have that rounded thing there. That is good. Good. We can move that here to the third layer. Here is like every time. We bring them a little bit more in the middle so that we can't cut there. So we take that here, Shift D, P to separate selection. Then we have that single circle, make it crater. Look from the front, that be near to the object. Then we mark that and the whole thing and edit mode A to select all knife project. We have it. Extrude them up, and that was it. Good. The same last time we make with that thing here. So we move that to the third layer, and here we take the loop, Shift D, P, selection separation, get the ring, make it greater, and same as before, cut it in and extrude it up. Good. We've done that. Move to the third layer. So now, as I told you, we separate them from the rest, and then we get the original and put it on. So we can move all these add-ons to the top, and we need only the things that we built it there, not the rest. So top view, and we take word selection with background selection and delete that here. Then that ring and this one. And here we must be careful that it's really near. So we delete that. And now with a good eye, we select that and delete that. And these two lines here, the edges too. And so we have that things that we can put on the original without any errors in there. So Shift D to duplicate, move that to the third layer. Then we move our original tank to the position that he should have. I look from the side here and bring them in position. We see we must tweak them a little that we are on the right space there. I think that was the right place. Yeah. Now we can bring back that guys onto, and then we got that complicated looking thing done. See, here are shading errors. That is because that must be flat shading, so we mark them both and give them a flat shading. So that looks better. Good. We have to join this all together. So we mark that whole things here and join to one. Then we have that ring here. We have to Shift D, duplicate them and make it here once again. Of course, the other ring is gone. I don't know why, but he isn't there. So we're making it good. We've done that. That we can let like it is. And now all must move with. That is. So we done that. File. Save. Good. Here is a shading error that we can make here with the modifier it called edge split. Then that is gone, but you have the double of words. But in this case we make it so. Good. We done enough for today. The rest we will make then other time. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next tutorial.